Now, he's predicted everything from President Trump's election to the success of the iPod, the global financial crisis to the Arab Spring.
Futurist Dr. Richard Hames has been frighteningly accurate in his predictions. So where are we headed exactly? The doctor joins us now live from Melbourne. A very good morning to you, Doctor.
Hi, thanks very much.
Pondering the future there, we see.
Yeah.
I mean, let's go through some of the things that you have predicted.
Yeah.
The hijacked planes into the World Trade Center, the GFC, the success of the first iPod, Tesla electric cars. You predicted Trump's presidency.
Yeah.
What do you think his elections are next time round?
I think it depends on a number of factors. He's got to be able to hold Michigan, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, which is where his base was. He's got to hold those, and that's going to be tricky because there's quite a bit of disillusionment over the past 3 years with his behaviour and his decisions. And then on the Democrat side, of course, the Democrats are in disarray, and there's a chance, I guess, of Kamala Harris getting the nomination, or
Yes.
I think that's very unlikely. But if she gets the nomination and he can't hold those 3 states, then the Democrats are in with a chance. But at the moment, Trump's going to be re-elected.
All right, so let's stay here in Australia then, Doctor. How about how many prime ministers will we have in the next 10 years? Because we've had a bunch in the last 10. We're aiming to sort of double that if we can. But what's your prediction?
Yeah, old habits die hard, don't they, David? I think given the difficulty of political stability these days, and also, you know, in Australian politics, the personal vendettas that continue, the fact that in the last election, approximately 18% of people voted only because they had to, and that means that 18%, they go after style and personalities rather than policy and substance. I think also the increased number of independents in the Senate and the fascination we have, the obsession we have these days with polling means that the instability will continue. So prediction, we're likely to have as many prime ministers in the next 10 years as we've had in the past 10.
Oh, as many as we want.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Thank you, Richard. Awesome.
Now
That's
I'm
great
full
fun.
of hope and optimism.
Yeah.
Great. Great. Now, another thing, one of the things we talk about on this show quite often is how people worry about the impact of social media on our lives. Do you have any predictions for social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram moving forward?
Yes, I do. I mean, the most interesting new technologies that are being developed fast are called distributed apps. And they're going to really demolish the monopolies that we see today, the Facebooks and the Googles. But with Facebook in particular, I mean, there's enormous damage being done by social media already in terms of deep fakes, being unable to distinguish the truth from lies. So, and also manipulation, as we know, of decision-making and even elections. So I think a company like Facebook will be unable to save its own demise. So probably within 5 years it will rebrand itself. It will have to, probably to something like Instagram, which it owns, which is less toxic, if you like, in the public's mind. But I think within 10 years, perhaps 12, 15 years, we'll have forgotten about Facebook. It'll be a distant memory like gramophone records are today.
You are so smart, and I tell you what, if your predictions are anywhere near as good as your daughter's training technique, who I train with, we're in for a scary future.
I've heard a lot about you, David.
Richard, I'll tell you what, she runs a tight ship.
True.
She runs a tight ship, but I'll tell you what, those are some scary predictions. We'd love to have you back on the show and talk some more about the future, so let us know when you're back around.
I will do that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Richard. Good to see you.